Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I should do a review on my channel. I know this foundation, it just came out, I don't know, a couple months ago, I'm not sure, and I wasn't gonna pick it up, but I did pick it up, and it's the Makeup Forever HD Skin, and I want to show you how this works on more mature skin and dry skin, because this is marketed for oily, normal combo, but not dry. So that's why I didn't pick it up. So I thought I should pick it up because I wanted to give it a try. I like Makeup Forever. So let's get started. If you're wondering what I have on my eyes, I have the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I've used the greens in it, all these greens. This is a beautiful palette. So I've used those greens right here and this one in the outer corner. It looks okay. I don't know if it's my favorite eye look, but we'll see when the foundation is on and how everything is put together in the end. And on my lips, I'm wearing the Lip Glow by Dior, and this one is in the shade Ultra Pink. So I have a pink lip and the Morphe lip liner in the shade Bay. So that's what's on my lips in case you're wondering. But a little bit about this foundation. So I have tried it. I have tried it before. I'm going to give you my final thoughts at the end because I want to show you on camera how I use it. So I picked mine up in the shade 1N06, and I will try compare it to some other foundations of mine. Okay, so let's do some comparisons here. So I'm gonna show you a couple here which are more recent. So I'm gonna show you the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac. This is in the shade 20 Fair. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 2 Neutral. Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Foundation. And this is in the shade Light 3. Yeah, let's try the LYS Triple Fix Skin Serum Foundation. A lot of people love this one. And this is in the shade LN6. So the Makeup Forever has a little bit more of a pink undertone right here. So again, from the top, we have the Urban Decay, Charlotte Tilbury, then the Pat McGrath, and then the LYS, and then here is the Makeup Forever. So here is to give you an idea on the shades. Again, this all work for my skin tone, all beautiful foundations. I will show you how this looks on my face and how is my preferred way of using it. Now, this foundation retails for $55. This is Canadian. It comes into 40 shades, which is the more luminous shades. And it looks like they came out with 6 more shades. They are new and they're all matte. This is a liquid formula. It has medium coverage. It's good for normal, oily, and combo skin. Dry is not in there, which I am very dry. It's long wearing, it's waterproof, and it has great ingredients like all of the foundations that are coming out lately. Finish is supposed to be natural. It claims that it's good for 24 hours on the face. Now, let me start and show you how I like to use this foundation. So first, I'm going to add, I have my skincare on, but I'm going to add my favorite SPF, the Supergoop Play Everyday Lotion. So it's just basically a lotion. I did not add any SPF today. That's a little bit too much. So always, this foundation works really good with this SPF in case you're wondering. Now this is a lotion SPF. I used to have the tinted one, which like I said in another video, I don't know if that one, I think that's gonna come up too. I've lost it in Vegas, and you know what? Everything works out because I picked this one up and I like this one better. Now let's go to the way I prefer to apply this foundation like any of my other foundations, and that is I like to use the Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 1 Fair, and this is a very nice glowy hydrating kind of primer or highlighter, whatever you prefer to call it. And this is the way I like to apply all of my foundations. So I'm just gonna rub this into the skin. I prefer to apply my foundation with a brush. But for the sake of the video, I can show you both ways if you prefer sponges. I know everybody does that, but a lot of people love sponges, not brushes. So let's give it a try. So this is a very, very beautiful packaging. I believe the top of the bottle tells you kind of what shade you're using. Again, mine is in the shade 1N06. So you guys can see it. And it says on the back, pay attention, you need to shake it. So don't forget to shake this foundation. This bottle is actually recyclable, and it says that it's made from 40% recycled glass. So that's good. You can recycle the bottle when it's done. Now let's go ahead and apply it. So it comes with a pump. You can see I've used it. So I like to apply my foundation with brushes and then go in with a sponge. But this is the consistency. You can see it's thicker. It's liquidy and thicker. So I'm just going to apply, I don't know, a pump and a half I put. And then we go from there. So one side I'm going to use with the brush and the other I'm going to use with a sponge. So I'm just going to push it in. This is how I apply the foundations. And then I'm going to kind of drag if I need to. I'm going to add a little bit on this side here and this side here so that we have more to work with here. Look at that. Look at that beautiful coverage. So again, I have very dry skin and mature skin, but look how beautiful this foundation just melts into your skin. And I have been using this for over 2 or 3 weeks, and every time I have the same great experience. Now I'm gonna go on the site with a sponge and see. I have not used it just with a sponge. I've always used it with a brush, but let's give it a try and see if any difference. The same amazing result from what I see. Same amazing result. Maybe a little bit more glowy, but same result. Like, look how beautiful this is. This is probably one of my favorite foundations that I own. The shade matches perfectly. You saw that when I swatched it, it had a pink undertone, but look, when you put it on the face, it just has a very nice neutral, natural glow. I don't see any pinkiness, no redness. Now I'm gonna go over with the sponge on this side as well to push everything in. Yeah, it looks beautiful. What do you guys think? I am loving it. It is very lightweight on the skin. Now the eyes kind of look better compared to before, but I'm gonna add bronzer, a little bit of concealer, not much, and you guys can see how the final look turns out. But I think that this foundation works beautiful both with a sponge and with a brush. It looks really, really pretty. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see how the face looks like. I don't like when hairs get stuck to your face. Every time you're done your foundation, you find like a ton of little fluffs and hairs everywhere. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some, let's stick with cream. Let's stick with cream products. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Makeup by Mario cream bronzer. This is in the shade medium. And I'm gonna just apply it this way. And you can see that the foundation is not being lifted up at all. Ooh, a little bit too much bronzer. But it's okay, you can always use your foundation brush or your sponge and go over it. So I think we've applied a bit too much here. So you can see that the foundation has not lifted up and it still has that beautiful natural glow. And I think today I'm gonna go, I don't know what type of blush to use. Now I think I'm gonna use a Tower 28 blush. I really love this blushes. I'm gonna use the Power Hour Tower 28 blush. And I'm gonna use my sponge for this. I'm just gonna go into here and just keep it the same type of shade like the bronzer. I was gonna go with a pink, but I think this has a nice pink undertone and matches the lips. Wow, this is, so again, it did not lift the foundation up. You can see that I've used a sponge with this blush. Foundation is still on. It provided a perfect amount of coverage. It says that it's medium coverage, and for my face, it looks light to medium or medium. I can't tell. If you do have any imperfections on your face or any scarring, you can go ahead and build it up. It's buildable, and you can add a little bit, another layer, and then you can also powder. Now, the way I prefer to use this foundation, I don't like to powder. So I did not use any concealer, and I think in today's video I will not use a concealer, so you guys can see how the foundation looks underneath the eye area. It has not settled into any of these fine lines here. It looks beautiful. Wow. Okay, this is, see what I'm talking about? So easy to use. So easy to use. It is $55. It is expensive, but you do get 30 milliliter, and it's made in France, in case I forgot to mention that. But yeah, this is what the foundation looks like. I don't think we need a highlighter because, again, look at the foundation, the glow that it gives, and I have no highlighter. This is all of the foundation. Now, so this is, I'm in front of a natural light right now, in front of a window. And this is how the foundation looks like. So I wanted to give you guys a close-up for how the foundation looks like in natural light. And I think it looks beautiful. It looks even better than under the those fake lights, those studio lights. So yeah, this is beautiful. I love it. Here's a close-up. I think it looks really, really pretty. What do you guys think? I definitely recommend this foundation. It's just stunning, very natural, and just very, very beautiful. I just love it. Okay, so here is a close-up with the bronzer and the blush, and you can see no highlighter, no concealer, and I think it looks beautiful. You can still see the imperfection here. I did not build up the foundation. You can see that I used a pump and a half, and that's all you need to cover the whole face and give yourself a nice, natural, beautiful glow. So yeah, beautiful. I just love this foundation. So it's 4:30, doing a last check-in on the foundation. We just picked up Kona from the groomer. Kona, hi. We had a mall date, right, Dela?
Yeah.
And I wore a mask for 3 hours at the mall, and this is what the foundation is looking like. Beautiful, just like when first applied.
Oh my god,
No, there's no powder on the face, no concealer, there's no creasing. Everything looks just like the first time I've applied it. So yeah, definitely recommend this foundation. Okay, let me have a sip of coffee. Now, should you get this foundation if you have dry skin? It's not marketed for dry skin, and if you have mature skin. I have seen some reviews, people with dry skin saying that it's drying on their face, and that's kind of what put me not to purchase this foundation when it came out. And plus, I do have some other foundations like you saw that I really enjoy and really love. But I say that if you love foundations, if you love complexion products, And if you have dry skin, plus I can't speak for the others, but based on the website, if you have normal, oily, and combo, this foundation is for you. I went into store and I swatched, and that's how I picked my shade. It can run yellow, it can run more pink, so be careful. I picked mine in 1N06, and this is the perfect shade for me. And you saw that it's very similar with all of my other neutrals and fair foundations. And it's a beautiful packaging. It's a glass bottle. It's perfect formula for any skin type from what I see. I love it. It will stay like this, and I can guarantee you, because I've been wearing it daily with a mask as well, it stays like this all day long. I go to work, so I put this foundation on around 6:30 in the morning, and by 10 o'clock at night, my skin still looks this way. If any of the coverage has gone away a little bit, you don't see it because your skin looks like your skin, and it doesn't look like any product has been removed from the mask. Any product has not disappeared throughout the day. Your skin actually still looks like this. I can guarantee you, and it's shocking because with some other foundations, the skin looks like this in the beginning when you apply it, and by the end of the day, you can see little patches of the foundation where it has been removed or disappeared throughout the day, which is fine because it's a lot of hours that the foundation stays on. But with this one, no, this one feels like a moisturizer. When you apply a moisturizer, your skin still looks hydrated in all the spots where you applied it. So this is what this one does. And I can guarantee you, because I have worn it for weeks now, daily and every day. By the end of the night, when I looked in the mirror, the face still looked like this. You can see them blush and bronzer have kind of gone away by the end of the night, but the foundation, your face still looks flawless and hydrated. I don't know, this is beautiful. So this is what my experience is with this foundation. I can't speak for everyone, but for me, this is what I've noticed. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And if you do have dry skin and you are looking into this foundation, don't be afraid. Use a pump or a pump and a half. Start slowly and use a sponge if you prefer. But my suggestion is to use a more hydrating primer. If you use a drying primer or a matte primer, I don't know how this foundation sits on that because all my primers are usually very hydrating and glowy. So maybe that's why you see this glow, because the primer also helps the foundation look like this. But I can't speak for a matte primer, but if you use a nice glowy primer or you use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, this is how the foundation will look by the end of the night. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review and it was helpful. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would help me out so much. I wish you all a wonderful day, and always remember to be yourself, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.